Good morning. I've been watching these recap videos from Rhinebeck and other wool festivals that have been going on now in America. And there's such a nice break in the craziness of everything that is happening. However, I find it very difficult to focus on nice things at the moment. And even though I'm constantly knitting and spinning and weaving, doing everything that would normally bring me so much joy, but this one is really getting to me. And it's very difficult to record as well. But because I know how much these videos that other people release, how much they mean to me, I thought I'll come and touch base with you and just show you what I've been working on. But also I've been making, Alex, my younger son, he has some project for school. They have to make some eco-friendly project. So that is something. I've been cutting some wood for him and he sanded it and he's going to glue it. He wants to make like a little house and I don't know, glue some moss and whatever he finds around, and that is all from the materials that we had around the home. Also, something that I'm going to be doing with Alex is I have received from Diamond Art Club. That's a company that contacted me earlier in the year, and they wanted to send me one of their diamond paintings, which is kind of like paint by numbers, but you use little acrylic or resin rhinestones and you glue them to make a picture. And I told them in the summer, I said, don't send me anything now because we spend most of our time outside. I wouldn't, I wouldn't do it now. I said, contact me in October. And that's the time when I'm going to be spending more time inside and I want to have a project with Alex to do together. So they have sent me one, the one that he chose, because I let him choose the diamond painting that he wanted so he can hang it in his room because that's going to be our project. So the one that he chose is Iron Man, and they have so many different ones. So yeah, but I have been making things. Let me see what I have on the list that I wanted to show you. I forgot to show you last time when I was showing you all my socks, the project bags that I'm using for socks. I don't really have project bags. I don't use project bags because I don't necessarily have too many projects on the go. And but I do have a few that I use for socks because those are the ones that I take if I'm going to pick up Alex from school, and I kind of take with me to knit in the car while I'm waiting for him to arrive. So I have three. The first one is this one that Sarah from Fibertrek sent me, I think earlier this year or even maybe a year ago. So yeah, a year ago I think. So she sent me this project bag from Matterroot, I believe, in the US. And I really like it. It's a lovely project bag. So I keep my socks in that one. There is another one that I use, which is a simple bag from Dr. Martens, which is perfect really for socks, isn't it? It's a drawstring bag. And I think the shoes came in that and in the box, or was it just packed as a dust bag? But it's very appropriate for socks. And there is another one which is so old. It's Smurfs, Strumpfovi, as we called it in Serbia. And do you know what this is? This is, do you remember, did you have, wherever you live, those sticker albums that you would buy stickers? You know, I had different ones. I had like animal ones and I know that my son has, I think they were made by Panini in Italy. Panini, is that the company that was called? But you kind of buy stickers and you collect them and then you glue them in this album. So what this is that the album that I had was, the sticker book that I had was Smurfs. And what you could do at that time, so I was probably like 10 or 11, and what you could do is you could collect the wrappers of all the stickers that you buy. And then when you have a certain amount of wrappers, you would send them to the address of whoever was making that sticker book, and they would send you this as a gift. So yeah, this is very precious to me. So this is another nice project bag that that I use for socks. Talking about socks, I have finished the scrappy socks that I have done helical knitting with. So I have both pairs done. And for those, I have used up the leftover Regia yarn, the brown one. And this, I don't know if you can see the difference between the white and the beige. So I have used helical knitting with the undyed yarn. That I have the undyed sock yarn, and the toe I have done in the undyed, the cuff, and the heel I have done in Cascade Heritage. So I got from completely unusable yarn, just little pieces of what was left over, I got a pair of socks. Those were finished as well. And because I have used up all the sock tubes that I had ready for gifts, I didn't have any more. I have also started making another pair of sock tubes so I can store them and have them as gifts. One of them is ready. And that is Drops Flora in amethyst colorway that I'm holding with a strand of mohair in grey. And I'm working on the other one. So these ones are going fast because they're kind of like DK weight, and I'm almost done with the second one as well. So I'm gonna have again, you know, at least one pair ready for a gift if I need to use them. When I was showing you all my sock yarn, I have showed you this Regia striped one, bumblebee. Yarn red. Where do you see red here? It's yellow and black. And because it was there in my stash for a while, but as I was going through it, as I was showing you the stash, I thought, you know what, this is going to be a nice next project. And when Alex saw it, he goes, oh, those are really nice. So I think I'm going to make these for him. And I started knitting. You see, I'm using the little circular needles. I think these are Addy Wonder. It's looking really nice. So I'm using Addy Wonder 2mm, and these ones, one of the needles is a bit longer than the other one, so it's easier to grip and my hands don't cramp. So this is 2mm, and for the cuff, and for the heel and for the toe, I have a black Cascade Heritage that I'm going to use. So these are going to be for Alex, but I'm kind of knitting on them slowly. Okay, let's see what's next. Tasso's jumper, my brother-in-law's jumper. So my brother-in-law, his birthday is now in November, and earlier this year when we went to Mykonos, it was him, my sister, Mario and I, and we were at the airport, and he kind of lovingly had a go at me because Mario was wearing a knitted jumper, my sister was wearing my knitted jumper, and I was wearing a knitted jumper, and he was like, what is this? All of you have had knitted jumpers and I don't. I was like, okay, I'll make you one for your birthday. So I asked my sister to give me a sample, one of his commercial jumpers, so I can follow because I'm not following a pattern, just basically so I can see the size. And I'm almost done. So this is where I'm at. Obviously it's not washed and blocked yet. The jumper is pretty much done. I'm just have a very little on the second sleeve, which I think tonight or tomorrow I'm going to be able to finish. And the yarns that I'm using, I'm combining Drops Flora. I have here Drops Flora in this light gray. I'm holding it with a strand of very thin merino angora. This is like 1,800 meters per 100 grams, so it's like a half size of lace weight yarn. I'm holding this and mohair together. So the fabric that it's creating, it's really nice, and I'm using 4mm needles. So that's gonna be done now, as I said, today or tomorrow, and then I'm going to wash it and have it ready, block it, and have it ready for his birthday. Somebody asked me in the comments, because when I was showing you the sock yarn, and I showed you one that I dyed with food coloring, or two skeins that I dyed with food coloring, how I dyed. I don't really have a process. Everything is just very approximate. I have dyed two yesterday or the day before. The way that I do it, I put the yarn in a pot in cold water. I add some vinegar so it soaks a bit, but really not long, just until it really soaks. I don't leave it to marinate in the water with a bit of vinegar. So vinegar will allow the dye to bind to the wool. I put some food coloring in the mug. I put some hot water in the mug, and I mix it in a white mug so I can see the color that I'm getting. And I do that approximate because there is no instruction how, So I just kind of mix it in a mug, and when I like the color, I pour it in the pot where the yarn is, and I turn the cooker on just to heat it up. When it heats up to the maximum, I just lower it down and I let it simmer for another 20 minutes or so. So that's the way that I do it. You can experiment, and the good thing is that I never really know what I'm going to get, which it's a fun thing, at least for me. So this is the one that I did a couple of days ago, and I had mixed black food color and brown food color for this. And the other one that I did yesterday or the day before is this turquoise. Actually, I'm making these to use as warp for my loom for one of the next projects. And Mario, when he came in the kitchen and this one was still in the pot, he goes, "Babe, there is some there are some cyan noodles in the pot on the cooker." I was like, "Yeah, those are not noodles, that's yarn." But the good thing about food coloring really is that you don't have to worry about it. You just wash the pot as you would normally, and you can use the one that you are cooking in. So I made these for a warp that I'm going to use in a project, because I have some hand spun turquoise yarn. And I'm going to use also the undyed white, but that's a bit down the line, because I already have another project on my loom at the moment. But that's how I dye it. There is just experiment really, just buy one food dye, and it's not going to come as intense, although the turquoise one did. But I know when I use the red one, it kind of comes out pinkish, kind of coral color, rather than, even if it's strong pink, but it doesn't really come out red. When I mixed the red with green a bit, then it came kind of like this brick red. But experiment, it's fun. It's fun. There is, you know, and it doesn't take long. And the last thing I do want to talk to you is I got some yarn. I told you I wanted to get some affordable yarn that is and easy to take care of. So acrylic wool blends that are good for gifts, you know, because we're coming in this to gift giving season. And I wanted to try out some affordable yarns so I can show them to you, but also for me to see. And I ordered some. This was amazing. This is this is Stylecraft special Aran with wool. But it comes in this 400 gram balls. Look at the size of this. This is like bigger than my head. And this one and the other one that I got, it has these Tweety bits inside them. It's squishy and it's nice. I'll tell you, the composition is 77% premium acrylic, 20% wool, and 3% viscose. 816 meters to 400 grams. So it's Aran weight. And it's a nice yarn, it really is. But I did find that these pieces are easily picked off. If you decide, if you want to pick them off, you can. They're not perfectly stuck in the wool. I mean, they are, but if you decide to pick them, you can. So what I did, I started making Saturday Shrug by Jackie Rose as a gift for my niece, because my niece and my nephew, they live in UK, and my niece's fiance, they're going to be here for Christmas. So I thought, like, okay, I need to what to get them, but because their space is going to be limited, they're going to have to go back to UK. So I thought, let me make them something that is easily to pack. And when I wore my own shrug when we went to Mediterranean cruise in May, they were with us. Iliana, my niece, she really liked it, and she wanted one for her birthday, which was in July, but I already had a present for her in July. So I thought I'm gonna make her one now. And for her fiance, I already have 2 pairs of socks that I have pre-made for him in his size. So I have that for him, but for her I'm going to make this shrug. And I started, and I'm using one of these Stylecraft Aran ones, but I'm holding it with mohair. So this is where I'm at the moment. So the oatmeal color is this one, which I actually think it's oatmeal. And this one, I don't know the color, Starling, I think. So this is oatmeal, and this is Starling. But because I realized that these bits can easily come off, I decided to hold it with mohair. So mohair, this mohair blend that I have on cones, it kind of keeps everything together. So I'm holding these two together, and for the shrug, for this part, the oatmeal part. And for the burgundy part, I got also acrylic wool blend. Now, mind you, I'm going to link, I have to rewatch this video and see everything in order how I spoke about it, and then I'm going to, whatever I have links for, I'm going to link the things that I spoke about in order as I'm talking about it. And also for the diamond painting, we didn't start making it yet, but I think it's a great idea as gifts that you could either buy for somebody or do with your kid or your grandkid, but I don't know how easy it is to do. They sent me a link, a code that you can save. I don't know how much you can save. I have to check that, but I'm going to put that link as well down. You can check out their website and look if you like anything. But I'm still going in the future videos, as I start making the puzzle, I'm going to, as I start making the diamond painting, I'm going to tell you more about it. But you will have a discount through that link. So I'm going to link the yarns as well. But for the burgundy, I'm using this Paintbox wool blend worsted. Back and forth with the glasses. This is 25% wool and 75% acrylic. So, and this is 200 meters per 100 grams. So I'm using that one, and I'm holding it also with mohair in the same color. But these are very affordable. I got a few from Paintbox, the same ones. I got this gray. I thought they would look good together. And I got this beige and red. So I thought they would look nice together as for the shrugs. They are very inexpensive, so I can't tell you the price now. I'm not sure for the Paintbox yarn. But I think that these large ones, these Stylecraft, I think 400 grams was about €15, 1.5, something like that. So ridiculously inexpensive. Obviously high content of acrylic, but that is actually what I wanted. I wanted to find good quality soft acrylic mixed with wool. So if I make gifts, they're easy to take care of, and I don't have much superwash yarn in my stash. I know in America superwash is very, very popular, and most of the yarns are superwash, but here in Europe not so much, and I don't tend to buy them. So yeah, that would be that. Those were my projects for now. I do have a weaving project that I told you, but I'm going to leave that for the next episode. So I still have something to talk about, and so maybe I can just make shorter videos, but touch base with you a bit more often, and also give you as well a bit of a refuge in this very, very difficult time. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.